Driver, why are you stopping?
Can't see a thing, Your Majesty. We might run over a cliff or hit rocks. Kill Your Majesty.
Yes.
Your Majesty, if I were to run before the chariot, leading the horses, we could reach the palace safely.
You, the prophet of God, would humble himself by running before my chariot as a mere servant.
His Majesty is still King of Israel, and I must honor my king. He must reach the palace safely.
This act of unselfishness is graciousness that only a true worshipper of the true God could show. By your word, the rain of heaven has for 3 years been withheld from the earth. In answer to your prayer, fire flashed from heaven and consumed the sacrifice. Your hand executed God's judgment. God granted an immediate answer to your petition. Yet you are willing to perform this menial task. Oh, only a worshipper of the true God could be this unselfish and gracious. We will get home safely.
You can stop now, driver.
Oh!
This is the gate of Jezreel, Your Majesty. Your driver can easily get to the palace from here.
Won't you come with me? Stay at the palace tonight.
No, thank you, Your Majesty. I'll remain outside the gate.
But Elijah, the rain, the wind,
Good night, Your Majesty. Long live the king. Long live the king.
A great man. All right, driver. To the palace. Oh, there, I feel better. Dry clothes, warm.
I'm surprised you could even get home in this storm.
Well, I couldn't. I couldn't have if Elijah hadn't run in front of the chariot and led the way.
Elijah had to do that? Then my priest must have won the contest after I left. Tell me, what time was it that the fire came down and burned the sacrifices to Baal? I knew my priests would win.
No, but they didn't. They lost. Elijah won.
What do you mean?
Just what I said. Your priests, I mean the priests of Baal, were unable to get fire to burn their sacrifices and gave up.
They should have kept on.
Well, they did all day. Anyway, Elijah took over at evening sacrifice time, and right away fire came down from heaven and burned his sacrifice.
Then why did he act as your guide if he won? Oh, I get it. You're having fun at my expense. My priest did win.
You don't have any priests.
I mean the priests of Baal.
So do I. There aren't any priests left.
Did they turn yellow and run, hide somewhere?
They were killed. Killed. Every one of them.
Who killed them?
Elijah and the people.
Elijah? He killed my prophets? Actually killed them?
Oh, in a way, yes. It was the judgment of God, and Elijah merely the hand.
You stood there and let Elijah slay my prophets.
I tell you, dear, that Elijah proved that his God is the true God. The people were awed at the marvelous revelation of divine power that Elijah...
He slew my prophets, and you did nothing to stop him.
Well, of course not. That's what the contest was for. To see who was the true God and who was the false. Jehovah is the true God, and Elijah is his chosen messenger. Oh, there's no doubt about that. And if I had tried to stop the judgment of God upon the false prophets, well, the people would have turned against me and slain me.
Well, let me tell you something, you weak, cowardly so-called king. I shall do something about it. I refuse to recognize Jehovah as God, and as truly as my name is Jezebel, Elijah shall die. I myself will have him killed by this time tomorrow night. Furthermore, I'm going to tell him so. Slave, take a message to Elijah and... Where is Elijah, Ahab?
Oh, but dear, surely you'll realize the overruling power of God in all this.
Where is Elijah?
I left him near the city gate. He probably found some sort of shelter.
Slave, find Elijah and give him this exact message. Let the gods do so to me, and more also, if I do not have you slain by this time tomorrow night, as you have slain my priests. Understand?
Yes, Your Royal Majesty.
Queen Jezebel said that?
Oh, yes, sir.
Surely she cannot mean that she would have me slain.
Oh, she was angry, sir. She was very angry. And when angry, Her Majesty is capable of anything.
I'll have to flee for my life.
So Elijah fled to Beersheba, and from there a day's journey into the wilderness, and sat down to rest under a juniper tree.
O God, how could I have mistrusted thee and fled from Jezebel? Take my life, O Lord, for I am no better than my fathers.
Elijah fell asleep, and behold, an angel touched him.
Arise, Elijah, and eat.
Eat? What is there to eat out here in the wilderness?
Behold, a cake baked upon the hot stones, and a cruse of water.
And Elijah ate the cake and drank the water, and again fell asleep. Again the angel awakened Elijah and told him to eat, and for the second time he ate a cake and drank water. Being refreshed by the 2 meals, he arose and for 40 days and 40 nights journeyed until he arrived at Mount Horeb, the same mountain upon which Moses had received the 10 Commandment law. Elijah found a cave and lodged therein. And behold, the word of the Lord came to him, saying,
What doest thou here, Elijah?
The children of Israel forsook thy covenant, destroyed thy altars, slew thy prophets. I, and only I, O Lord, am left in all Israel to obey thy word. I fled because the queen seeks my life.
Behold, Elijah, and thou shalt understand wherein is my word and my truth. My voice and truth is not in the winds. Behold, Elijah, my voice is not in the earthquake. Neither is my truth spoken by fire. My truths, O Elijah, are not always portrayed or revealed by great commotion or by great accomplishments. I choose rather to speak to my servants through silence and meditation, quiet study and prayer, and the still small voice of devotion and love.
The still small voice of love and devotion. I shall return to Israel, fearless of the queen and all the powers of darkness and evil. For the Lord shall be my strength and my shield.